throughout the year, they're working on all of these different film challenges, and it all ends with the culminating event of the red carpet event of Expo Fest. And the red carpet event of Expo Fest is sort of a film festival meets the Academy Awards. When the students show up, there's a red carpet and a photographer, and the students dress up and they're all super excited for the night, and they get to go to the pre-screenings. So anyone who submitted a film that year gets to watch their film on the big screen.
After an afternoon of viewing the entries, it's time for the red carpet event and a grand finale on the big stage. The awards show highlights winning films from 8 categories, including shorts, PSAs, 84-hour film challenge, animation, comedy, drama, documentary, and an open challenge.
We entered a short film called Telenovela. It was very stressful because we had to come in during our own time. We all had to do our best and make things just right, right before the deadline. So there was a lot of pressure.
This group that I've had for 3 years is leaving.
It's a very bittersweet kind of moment where obviously we're done with the films, but we're also, this is my last year. We've been doing this for 3 years.
As we look at the things that they've done over the 3 years, you can really see the growth, especially in the script writing, the shot selection, and the audio production. So I'm just extremely proud of them no matter what happens.
When it comes to our judging rubrics that the judges look at while they're judging our films, there is some variation depending on the challenge, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. We focus on the pre-production elements, the production, the post-production, and how effectively you told your story to your audience.
I look for a number of criteria, but really it comes down to story. Is it a compelling story? Is it a complete story? And also, how do they use the techniques and the skills that they built up over the years? And that's, in their editing, it's in their camera work, it's in their sound, especially, is always important in film. Can you tell that the students are having a good time when they're making this? Why are you doing this? And if you're having a good time and you're telling stories, it really comes out in the work that you're making.
And the open challenge winner is Telenovela, Wilbur Cross High School.
Last year at Skills 21 Film Festival they set the bar really high in terms of what films were presented. So we're like, okay, we did pretty well this year, but we don't think we'll make that standard again.
We knew that there were going to be a lot of great entries, but we didn't expect to really win.
Why are you mad at me?
Sophia told me that you're only going out with me for my money.
So I was the one that wrote it, and it's exactly as I envisioned, so I'm very happy with it.
It's a teamwork. With the teamwork you can do the dream work. So
teamwork makes the dream work.
Because I really love with that, and this is pretty much is my major that I want to study. It's video and filmmaker and photography.
I had a blast.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go out.
Some students take their projects beyond the red carpet event to Saturday's Expo Fest by entering the New Media Challenge. Here they position themselves as a production company, seeking buzz and funding to take an idea to the next level. They use media they produce and data they've gathered to present their ideas to the judges.
We have 2 companies. The first, that we both made documentaries. The first one is called Immersion. Virtual reality gaming is a fresh perspective on home entertainment. We have another one about the energy conservation program that the Plymouth Public Schools is running.
We recently got solar panels on our school and the whole district, so we wanted to know how that affected our payment and how it affected our general efficiency.
We have people that have never, ever, ever held a camera, and we have people that have taken all of the classes all the way up. But it's all about moving kids from where they start up the ladder, and that's what we want to do. If we go home empty-handed tonight, I'll be just as happy if we go home with every award.
It's really exciting to be here. We're really happy to come. We found out 2 days ago that our top 2 films are in the top 5 of the 84-hour film challenge, so that's really awesome.
For 84-hour film challenge editing, the winner is Unwanted.
There's some things I would change about the film, seeing it now, but I liked how it ended up anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Seeing the other movies was terrifying.
Yes. would have been worth it even if we didn't win a piece of glass, but the piece of glass was nice.
It is a pretty nice piece of glass.
This is pretty heavy too.
Students who will be in the DM3 curriculum and may not use it as their profession, you know, they're figuring out ways to tell effective storytelling, and I think there's a lot of English that comes into it that maybe they wouldn't be so excited in an English class, but they get to explore these skills in a different way.
Video is becoming key in all sorts of advertising and content creation, and if you can master that skill and that editing early, then you're going to succeed.
In this day and age that we're in, it's just not enough to graduate high school and be able to read and write. You know, it's 2017 and technology is rapidly growing, and the students in DM3 are going to have a leg up on everyone because they have this visual literacy and they're knowing how to effectively tell a story with technology and with digital media, and they're able to communicate things effectively that others just cannot. And that's the great thing about our DM3 students, is they're going to leave with these skills that are going to really help them out in the workplace.